Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Studer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Coming to the plate now, Ketel Marte. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 115.
The windup and the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
2-2 the count. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up, still going back. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup, and he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
Striding forward now, Eduardo Escobar, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games.
Escobar.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Pujols has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for round number 2.
Peralta.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Count is 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a high chopper. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Daniel Hudson is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First offering on its way. Lou Brock is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
The 1-1. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Rogers Hornsby.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he popped him up. And no one will get this one. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him 3rd best on this Cardinals ball club. Standing in now, Stan Musial, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The average sits at 294, 9 homers, 26 RBIs. The 1-0. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the second out. Striding in, Albert Pujols. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch coming. Here it is.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Ready with the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
The 1-2 pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Two and two. Here it is. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. It remains 1-0. Into the box now, Steve Finley, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1 the count.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
This is line to left. Brock is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
That is fifth. The right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Standing in, J.D. Martinez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to center. And plenty of room out there for Edmonds, and there are 2 gone now.
That is seven.
Coming to the plate now, Craig Counsell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Wellington Castillo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One and 1 the count to Wellington Castillo. Counsell at second with 2 down. Outside 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the imposing power bat, Scott Rowland. First delivery to him on the way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Ted Simmons.
So stepping in, Ted Simmons. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. The pitch. Hit hard to short. Marte fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Jim Edmonds. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just inside.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. At the plate, Daniel Hudson. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
The pitch, number 41, Daniel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
And the pitch. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marte is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft. to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward right field. Musial will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona, but they lead it 1-0. Ready now, Ozzie Smith. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He's set, and the pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now, John Studer, as he'll square to try and move that runner over, but misses for the first strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So striding in, Lou Brock, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. First and second here with nobody out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Rogers Hornsby. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the belt, the pitch. The 1-0. First and second now, one man out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
So now to the plate, Stan Musial, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set and the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. In now, Albert Pujols. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Second and third, 2 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box now, Scott Rowland, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. St. Louis is out in front, 3-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch on its way. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. The 1-1 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Block waits on it. He's got it 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Settling in now, Steve Finley. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Ted Simmons comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's set. Here it comes. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Popped him up. Casilla waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
So digging in now, Jim Edmonds looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Two and one to Edmonds. And that misses here as they fall behind Edmonds now 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Finley is there. He's got it, and there are two down now. The next to bat for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. He reached on a single in his first try. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Peralta. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And it's still 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Scorched to third, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Craig Counsell stands in as he looks at ball one here. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Now back, Texas, Wellington, Castillo.
Up next for Arizona, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Fouled away. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They still trail it here 3-1. Standing in, John Studer.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the pitcher, John Studer.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out. 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Lou Brock. Swing, and he pops him up. Escobar in foul ground, and this will land foul. And it's 1-1 to Brock. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Peralta going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in once again, Rogers Hornsby, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he popped him up. Escobar in foul ground, but this will land untouched. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Daniel Hudson.
Number 41, Daniel Hudson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0-1 the count. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. He's set, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1, seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Stan Musial.
The right fielder, Stan Musial.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. The 0-2 delivery.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball. To the plate now, Albert Pujols.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 1-1 now from Hudson. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Scott Rowland. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Striding into the box, Ted Simmons. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1.
2-1.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
At the plate now, Jim Edmonds, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Cards strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. So striding forward now, David Peralta. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here comes the first pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Set to deliver the 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a line drive. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
The center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
In now, Steve Finley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
1-1.
Count it 2-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Woody Williams is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Yadier Molina will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 41, Yadier Molina.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. None out, runners at first and second. Popped him up. Rolling has room in foul territory. And that's the first out of the inning. So a big moment here, and standing in, Craig Counsell, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike now.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
And he misses 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now a hard liner. Foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. 1 run is scored. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game. The throw, and he's tagged out at third. But they are able to tie the game with 2 runs crossing the plate on the play. A.J. Pollock will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
A.J. Pollock.
In there, 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes on 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Taijuan Walker gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 99, Taijuan Walker.
Riding in once again, Ozzie Smith. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker.
Ozzie Smith.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball.
And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of you.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
At the plate, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Number 20. Lou.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lou Brock. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first is Escobar on his way to second. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Jose De Leon gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First delivery to him on the way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. De Leon is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Fine work there from the St. Louis bullpen. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now to the plate, Rogers Hornsby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hornsby.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yep, that's all went out.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Stepping into the box, Stan Musial. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. But fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Here it is, the 3-0. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Ray Langford will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Albert Pujols. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second here with nobody out. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch. None out, runners at first and second. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ian Kennedy is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Ian Kennedy.
Scott Rowland will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
The batter, the pitcher, Jose.
Red Shandies will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11, Red Shandies.
And a good fastball from Kennedy as he gets ahead with strike one. Runners at second and third with two gone. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the second run will score as well.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
So now to the plate, Jim Edmonds. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Martinez looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Standing in now, Ozzie Smith. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Taken. Now it's 0-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he won.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they score 4 times on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Cards lead it 7-3. Ray Langford will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 16.
Jack Flaherty comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 22, Jack Flaherty.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Steve Finley. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. Drives it out to deep right center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Still ranging back. And that one is gone! Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside, ball one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box, Craig Counsell. High in the air out to center field. And plenty of room out there for Edmonds, and there are 2 gone now. Jason Isringhausen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 44, Jason Isringhausen.
Digging in, Wellington Castillo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Arizona down to its last strike. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Wellington Castillo has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Always good to have a veteran like this to turn to in the pinch as the left-handed hitting Luis Gonzalez has moved out into the on-deck circle now.
Gonzalez.
In there, strike 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-5, how today's comes to an end. The Cards posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Jose De Leon gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 5 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.